Hey gang, today we're going to do Gary Richrath's solo from REO Speedwagon's Keep On Lovin' You, done at the height of their popularity. It's not a difficult solo, but it's kind of satisfying because it's short, it's very melodic, and it's got some nice bends in it. So let's do it, all right? Hey, as always, if you like this one, go ahead and click the like button, and if you haven't yet, subscribe for one or usually a couple of these every single week. We'll see you in just a second. All right, gang, let's go over this note for note. First things first, you can download the tab from the link in the description. Actually, I don't have the tab ready yet as I record this, but by the time I publish, I will. Which kind of goes to show you how important the tab is on this. Ain't all that important, so maybe a good challenge would be to try and do this without the tab. That might be a good challenge for you. Okay, anyway, it's there if you need it. Second thing is, well, we're just going to go over that whole solo. Now, the solo, we'll do it slowly, and then we'll break it down line by line. Now, the solo is, it's in the key of C, but it's over the chords, basically F, F to G to A minor to G. You know, it's not quite that, but it's basically that. And all of those chords are diatonic to C, so C major fits in that. But Gary Richrath's solo is tailored to fit that sort of tonality, the F and the G. All right. So let's, having said that, let's just go over the solo itself. So let me play it slowly first, and then we'll go through it line by line. All right. So here it is slowly. Okay, lots of bends, lots of vibrato in that. Let's go over the first line. So here's the first line. Okay, pretty straightforward. It's just a bend on 15 on the second string. So whole step bend. You can just hold that if you want. On the record, I think it's just hits once, and then there's a second hit in there, but I kind of like to have it go down and up a few times. All right, so here we go. Second time through, or second line is this. Okay, this is actually a little bit trickier than it seems. So what I find is, so if we're going to start out with that same bend, and then we'll do this little hammer on and pull off. And then, so that's all pretty straightforward. But this last piece, we're gonna hit this note on the second string 13 and slide down to 12 and then bend up a half step a couple of times at 12. Let me try that again. All right, which is actually a little bit tricky, so practice that. If it doesn't come naturally to you, don't feel bad. All right, so here we go. Here it is again slowly. Okay, the next line is pretty simple. It's just a pick slide. All right, so on live video, he does all this other theatrics and he's spinning around. What I've seen, and I saw a live one of him, and he basically just times it. He does a pick slide, and then he just does a hand slide up around, you know, right where the neck meets the body of the guitar, and just on the top strings, or on the maybe top 4 strings. But there's no like hit stroking or anything. You just have to kind of hammer on and hammer your finger on and slide down. So a couple of things about pick slides. I don't know. I mean, people do them differently. I'm using a pick that I don't care about because it ruins the picks. But basically, all I'm doing is I'm angling. Let's see if I can show this. Yeah, here we go. I'm taking this, I'm angling this, and I'm sliding down like this. Now, some people will angle it backwards so that they can get their thumb to be in a ready playing position. I don't do that. I play it like this, probably because of the way I pick. I pick backwards. I pick with a backwards pick slant, generally. Most people pick with a forwards pick slant. So if that works better for you, that's fine. You definitely want to get the flat part of the pick really on that. And I like the bottom two strings because they're wound more. So it's going to give a good sliding sound and good noise on that. And then you want to start kind of to the back of the pickup near the bridge. And you can hear it changing pitch as you go down. That's normal. All right, so that's that line. Okay. The hardest part of this solo is coming back from that line and hitting the next line. So just be aware of that, okay? Here's the next line. Okay, not a hard line. However, what we're doing is we're playing on the 15th on the third string or on the G string and bending that up a whole step. And it's kind of a slow bend. You hit it and then you bring it up like this. The first time you do that, you hit it and then you bring it up. Then you got to skip a string and play the 13th on the first string. And that's not so easy, right? So second times you just bend it quickly. Ending line is going 13, 15, then a whole step bend on 15, all on the first fret. Okay, here's the end. All right, simple line, but vibrato is going to be your friend on this one. So we're going to start out again on the 15th on the first string. So you're right there already after the previous line. So bend that up. So you're going back and forth between 15 and 13. And then when you hit the 15, you'll bend that up and give it some nice vibrato when you get it to the top. The last time you come up to the 18th fret, and you're going to give that a whole step bend as well. And then hit it again. Let's try that again. All right. So basically, that's it. Pretty short, pretty sweet solo. Try and be precise on those bends. And other than that, I think it's just a lot of fun to play. Nice and melodic. Well, there you have it, folks. Simple and sweet Gary Richrath solo on REO Speedwagon's Keep On Loving You. Hope you enjoyed this one. We will see you on down the road.